West Palm Beach established probable cause to arrest Patrick Brockman, 43 years old, of West Palm Beach in connection with a number of crimes committed here and also in Georgia. This all started in Georgia on September 29th when Brockman committed a home invasion. October 1st, he committed a murder there. October 2nd, in West Palm Beach, he shot a woman in the face, unprovoked, in an abandoned house and fled that shooting. She was taken to the hospital, fortunately recovering from her injuries, but he went on to shoot and kill a man. Again, another unprovoked attack in West Palm Beach. What happened there was around just after 11 o'clock that night. A shot spotter alert was received at the West Palm Beach Police Department, and a police officer in the area heard a gunshot. They immediately went to where they heard that gunshot, and they found a man dead in the street. He had been shot in the neck. So our detectives were working these two cases when the following morning, on October 3rd, there was an armed carjacking. That investigation led to that vehicle, the stolen vehicle, and ultimately to Brockman in a house in unincorporated Palm Beach County. So a warrant was obtained with the assistance of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. They executed that warrant. Brockman ran out of the house but was quickly apprehended. At that time, on October 3rd, he was charged with attempted murder for shooting the woman in the face, and he was also charged with the armed carjacking and some additional charges. For example, a firearm in possession by a convicted felon in Florida. So he had those charges pending, was in jail. Detectives continued to work the case, and through further investigation, they identified Brockman as the suspect in the Valdosta, Georgia cases. So the West Palm Beach police detectives worked with the Valdosta, Georgia Police Department in this investigation. So he's facing charges from Valdosta, Georgia, but West Palm Beach police have filed charges with the state attorney, and he was charged with murder for the shooting death of that man on that evening.
Do you know if there's any relation between him and any of the suspects?
We have no information at this time that there was any relation between the suspect and any of the victims. We believe these are unprovoked attacks. This is just a very violent, savage person that is now off the streets. So hopefully this can provide some measure of closure for these families that are grieving.
You said he was facing a charge of a convicted felon with a firearm. This is before this all happened. What was the crime?
He's a convicted felon, has a criminal history, so he was charged appropriately for a convicted felon in Florida being in possession of a firearm in commission of a crime.
He's 43 years old from West Palm Beach.
He's 43 years old with an address in West Palm Beach.
Has he spoken at all about?
I don't have information as to what he said or any admission or anything like that. What we know is that he committed these savage attacks on innocent people, totally unprovoked, shooting a woman in the face, shooting and killing a man outside his home, and then an armed carjacking the following morning. This was a crime spree that we had to stop. We don't know what else he could have done, but fortunately we were able, through investigative means, to identify where that stolen car was and get the suspect in custody. Obviously, the subsequent investigation led to the other charges for the crimes that he committed. But the West Palm Beach Police homicide detectives have worked tirelessly to resolve this case and hopefully give some measure of closure or comfort to those families.
What's the next step? How many charges is he facing? Where is he going to court?
He's facing multiple charges, including the most recent for first-degree murder. He's facing multiple charges, including the murder charge and also another charge of a Florida convicted felon in possession of a firearm. So there's a whole list of charges. Georgia has filed charges as well, so as far as any extradition or anything, that would be determined. But right now, he remains in jail where he belongs, and that's where he needs to be.
Any update on when he's next in court?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if he had
And then
physical.
anything on his mental status, do you know that yet?
Don't have any information on that. What I can tell you is these were savage attacks. These were unprovoked attacks on innocent people, and we are just glad to have him off the streets.